Where's the puppy at?
Mm.
Wednesday night. Can I have my beverage? Thank you. If that doesn't go well, we'll just start drinking. You know you want to try it. You want to smell it?
Okay.
It just, yeah.
Ooh.
You think that's strong?
I mean, I'm not a liquor drinker. So.
Yeah. But if you mixed it with Coke, Coke's usually the best thing to mix it with. So Coke Zero. No?
I don't like anything in my Coke. If you put anything in a Coke, it's watered down Coke. It's not my thing.
Somebody suggested Blackout Berry body armor. I can see that. Anything those citrus type things is usually good for vodkas. I don't know about,
Hi, Laura.
What's up, Laura? Has anybody joined there yet? Ryan Fan 12's there. I'm sure Chelsea and Justin will be along soon. I messed up on Wednesday. On Monday, I forgot to get Adam to tell his Daniel story. And I told you his Daniel story, right?
Yeah.
So they see Daniel 2 weeks in a row at signings, and Daniel knows that Adam's is a Blaney fan, and he says to him, "Oh, I bet you liked last week." And Adam says, "Yeah, thanks for the push." He says he got a chuckle out of that. Oh gosh, I love the body armor shirt. Yes, this is a special edition.
It was a Christmas gift.
Yes, you found it. What was it? They only made so many of them or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it was like a limited edition shirts that. What they said, it was like 100 of them or 200 of them or something.
I don't remember, but it's like.
Yeah, it's the actual material,
yeah.
I think, that they wear. So, thank you. Yeah, so we're live on both YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And TikTok's on a separate thing, so we can read it there. Was Laura the one that asked last week about the playoffs? Or was it somebody else about how the playoffs work? We did a little bit of a.
I barely remember being in here. That was a whole week ago.
Wow, long week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Blaney got the chance? Oh, do we think he has a chance for championship? Oh, definitely.
Sure.
Yes. We already proved that. Yes, it was Laura. Okay, so Laura, how is so far the playoff thing going? The board, I didn't finish the board tonight. It's actually Kate's board. It's Kate's playoff board, and I was in charge of putting some of it together, and I don't have the numbers on it yet. But I do have some new cars. I had to make. I like to just make little cars for everybody who were in the playoffs. This is from last year, obviously Daniel, but I'll make a bunch or make them, and then we'll put the numbers next to it. I don't have my phone, or I would recap the playoffs where we're at, but after 1 week, it's okay. It's not, you want to maintain the lead, but it's going on, Justin. All right. And Chelsea's in there. All right, good deal. So TikTok is starting to load up with a couple people. Last week was really good. Zach already, Ryan's going to win this week, right? This week, it's so funny. Remember Pocono when the pit crew or crew chief was talking about bourbon a couple weeks ago? So this week they'll have enough bourbon, I think, at the end of the race. I didn't want to. Some of the people were bringing that up from last year, Gateway's race last year, and nobody really knows what happened. It just ran out of gas. It won't happen again. That's one of those life lesson things, I think. Whatever it was that they just miscalculated or didn't get enough in, or maybe there was a malfunction of some sort with the gas can. You don't know. But I don't think they'll have that problem this week. They'll have more than enough gas.
What?
I don't know. There were topics. You had topics. I know.
I didn't have. I'm just.
You keep.
I'm just here for the views.
Is that?
It's unsweetened iced tea.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
I was thinking about the checkerboard thing and what it reminded us of. Except it's red and white.
A checkered flag.
The red and white checkers in Florence, Kentucky.
They're not checkers, though.
It's not?
I think it's just stripes.
I thought it was checkered at the top. I'll have to look it up.
I said we could talk about our favorite roadside attraction when we go through Cincinnati, and that's Florence, Kentucky, actually, and we go past the water tower.
And the name of the minor league baseball team?
The Yalls.
The Yalls. And how'd they get the name?
Because the water tower once said mall, but then there was some kind of a bureaucratic red tape thing that you couldn't have because they were trying to advertise for the new mall, but the mall hadn't been built yet. And so the town people or the government in the town or whatever, they said, you can't advertise for that because it's not there yet or something. So they went up the water tower and they changed mall to Y'all. And now the minor league team is called the Florence Yalls. And their mascot is the water tower.
Is the water tower. Red and white.
And I need a Yalls shirt. I need a Florence Yalls shirt. I love it. I love it so much. But that's what I said. That we could talk about our favorite things about races, our favorite, if we have any superstitions. This is my lucky Blaney shirt that if you see our pictures from the tracks, I would say 75% of the time I'm wearing this shirt because it is a lucky shirt. So, if it ain't broke.
Lenny's going to Bristol in a couple weeks. And when we go to Bristol, we drive through Wytheville. Am I saying it right?
We usually stay in Wytheville.
Wytheville, which is in Virginia. No. It's in Virginia?
Yes.
Right. Home of?
It is home of the Virginia's largest pencil, which we said twice now that we were going to go see, and we have not. So we need to go and get our picture with Virginia's largest pencil.
Maybe next time we go to
It's
Bristol.
called the Big Pencil.
The Big Pencil. I don't know where these things are going. Zach's going to be at New Hampshire. That's pretty cool. Are you from that area, Zach? That's kind of interesting because that will be on our trip list at some point. The first it's Phoenix, yeah. For us, I don't know how long a drive was it to New Hampshire when we looked it up?
Like 11 hours,
11
I
or
think.
12 hours. So that's one of those ones we got to take a couple days to get to, and now they moved it to maybe when they move it back into the regular season at some point.
If we're going to go do that one, I think we need to take an extra day or two. I'd like to go through like Salem, I don't know, maybe see Boston, drive through it, drive past it. I don't know.
I was in Boston once in the middle of the night. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
Uh-huh. Scott, my brother, bought a car off somebody from there.
Oh.
And I drove him up there. And he picked up the car, and then we drove back from there.
We could drive past Foxborough.
Foxborough. Oh, yeah. That's a cool stadium.
But just not stopping. Just drive past, keep going. I figure since it's not like fall time, maybe Salem wouldn't be as crowded if we went. I don't know.
It's open season there. It's pumpkin spice.
It is,
it's
but during
pumpkin.
the fall, it's like Disney World. It's just people everywhere.
Pumpkin,
so I thought maybe it'd be a little less.
Pumpkin spice season. I know. Go Pats. Ryan over there. I try to tell her, but he has nothing to root for this year.
Nope.
No.
Rooting for college this year. Taking a year off the NFL.
Yeah, so getting to New Hampshire will be kind of cool, at least for one race, to see it. I don't know if the racing there is that great, but it wasn't bad until.
Listen, we could be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I was never a Martinsville fan watching it on TV until I went, and now it's my one of my top favorite places. I just love it.
Yeah, it's the action's all right there in front of you. And there is more action watching things live than there is on TV too. That's the other thing. Like TV sometimes ruins it for you, and then you get there and you go, "Wow, this is much different."
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking with somebody the last day or two about different tracks, and he had said Bristol would be one that he'd want to go to, and I said that's the one I would recommend to anybody who's never been to a race. The only thing is that then it spoils you for all the other places, but Bristol, it's all right in front of you. You can see pretty much most of the action, and no matter how high up or how down low you are, pretty much. So it's a good time.
And Justin said they have hot dogs, which I'm already looking
You're
forward.
prepping for the Martinsville hot dog.
I am.
All the
Just
great.
wear your sunglasses so you don't look at it directly, and just eat it.
I'm going to take that and I'm going to send it to Skip. I'm going to make him watch
They're
that.
good.
I'm going to make him watch that. I don't know if you guys know Skip Flores is.
Sorry, they don't have sophisticated palates. But
Yeah, he hates them. I don't know what
does
it
he
is.
get them all the way?
I don't think he gets them at all. I don't think he eats
Like
them.
you got to get with the slaw and everything.
A couple weeks ago, him and Corey LaJoy were on their podcast talking about it, and it was like Corey was like, "Oh yeah, you got to have this one, this, that," and Skip was like, "Nope, nope. I don't know what it is." I didn't think a Jersey guy would be a chicken like that.
He said I was at the Ryan Van said I was at the All-Star Bristol race after COVID.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. The dirt there was better than people think, too, by the way. I think that they wouldn't mind having that dirt race back there once a year, but a dirt race anywhere would be great. Sorry.
Then go to a dirt track.
Yes.
Remember Prelude to the Dream?
Remember.
We could go to Eldora.
I think
Do Eldora.
I'd like to do that.
They, back in the 50s, they went to Sharon.
Really?
Yeah, Lee Petty won.
Oh, I thought that was Canfield Fairgrounds.
They went to Canfield Fairgrounds like way, way back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Let me look it up.
I
Talk amongst yourself.
Talk amongst yourself. I know Skip, he's the man. Skip, Zach, I love him to death. He is so honest and great on that podcast. I kind of wish he wasn't on that podcast sometimes just because he doesn't always get to speak. Sometimes Corey runs him over basically with whatever Corey has to say, but Sparta, Kentucky. We did do Sparta. We did do Kentucky Speedway once.
We did.
And it was fine. It was hot, very hot. We got those Quaker State cooling towels actually came in handy that day. They gave them away at the gate, and I'm trying to think here. Ryan finished second that night to Martin Truex, I think it was. So it was a good race for watching Ryan, but getting out of there was horrible. I don't know what was wrong with the traffic.
Sharon Speedway hosted a NASCAR Grand National Series race in 1954. It was a 200-lap event in which Lee Petty held off Buck Baker and Herb Thomas for the win.
Okay. So that was like, that far back was the original, like the track was bigger at one time. I don't know if people know Sharon Speedway is.
It's a 3/8 mile.
Yeah, 3/8 mile now, and it was a little bit bigger back then. And then they had asphalt for a little while.
Mile.
Yeah, half mile. Was it that big?
Yeah, it was a half mile.
Half mile back then. Asphalt at one time, and then for a little while, and then back to dirt. So, bring in the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in the good stuff.
And Kentucky is one of those tracks that I don't have a shirt for.
Yes, we got to find a retro version of them or something. Yeah. Can't sneak in there, I guess.
Hi, Racing Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason's coming up on TikTok at 9:00. By the way, so if you guys follow Racing Jason, he's going live at 9 to talk NASCAR, and that's always cool. Jason's got a lot of knowledge and is from the Michigan area, so there's tons of knowledge about Michigan racing, Michigan Speedway stuff, and has been following NASCAR for a long time. So 9:00, check out Racing Jason 75 on TikTok for his live. on the water. So what else we got going on?
Mm-hmm. What am I talking about?
We were talking about going to different places on the way to tracks. And I'm trying to think, when we went to Daytona, we kind of stayed in Savannah. Was it Savannah, Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's my next guest from Team Penske? That is a super question. Between now and the end of the year, I may not bother them. Just playoffs, and they don't have. I mean, they could find a little bit of time, but I really don't want to bother them at this point. They're kind of locked into a schedule, and they do their things. And truthfully, I was extremely excited that we got Jonathan after the win at Daytona, because I always ask, but he was like, sure, and that was kind of exciting. But they're not, they're pretty busy people, and we usually try to do more of the interviews at the beginning of the year so that we can do the more of the biography kind of interview, So, yeah, I don't know if I'll really, bother too many people. I mean, unless they really, I've asked 2 years ago after they won Talladega, and he gave us Chris Conklin. And if you haven't seen that interview, go back to that one on YouTube, because we asked Chris at one point what he thought their chances were, and he says, we get to Phoenix, we're going to win this thing. He pretty much did a Babe Ruth and called his shot, so it was really cool. Chris is one of the nicer guys on pit road, I guess. So
We have 2 questions.
Okay, what do you got?
Ryan fan over here asked, what's the #1 Cup Series track that we want to go to but haven't gone to? And Laura said, I'm planning on going to a race for the first time of the next year. You said Bristol's the best one, or which track would you recommend?
Okay. Go you first.
I'm going to start with Laura's question. Bristol is a great track to go to. Like, first track, you're going to one track. I mean, you want to hear the noise. You want to feel it. You want to see it. I mean, it's always exciting. It's always fun. Bristol's definitely a good one to go to.
Yeah. The even, like I said, even the seats down lower. The only thing with the seats down lower is sometimes you might miss something, like the pit road on both sides of the track. So you might miss something on the other side of the pit road, on the other side of the track.
I'd say go up at least 20 rows.
Yeah. But also at a track, the bigger tracks, something happens over there, but you're watching over here. Sometimes it takes you a while to catch up to where the action is. At Bristol,
You
see it pretty much. Even though you might be watching your guy,
mm-hmm.
it quickly your head finds whatever it was that happened. So
just get ready to walk up hills.
Yeah.
Everywhere you walk, you're going to be walking up a hill.
Yeah. Now the question about we haven't been to yet.
Yeah. What's #1 on your list that we haven't been to yet? What do you want to go to?
Wow. I want to say Vegas, just because I like going to Vegas.
Yeah. I want to go back to Vegas. Texas?
I guess Texas at some point. You want to see that big scoreboard.
I also just want to see farther out into the country. Like, the only out west we've ever done is Vegas. And we went out there to get married. Like, we didn't go to a race.
We didn't go to a race.
So definitely. Where else? We've got almost the entire eastern seaboard covered.
Yeah, I guess
except for Homestead.
Coda would be fun, just at least once, right?
Of course, you would pick
a road course.
A road course. I knew it. I knew he was going to pick a road course.
What's wrong with a road course? At least once. You have to do it at least once.
We are planning to go to Vegas. It might be in a couple years, 2 years, I think. It's kind of what we're planning on.
Planning that out properly.
Yeah.
That would be
Yep.
Right around there too, depending on when they schedule the race. So
close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
But yeah, definitely, if you're going to pick one race, Laura, Bristol will definitely. You're jumping in the deep end. You're going to get the action.
Yeah, the night race especially is a little more fun because it does cool off. You're sitting there and it might cool off. And if it gets a little cool, the racing gets even better. They get a little more grip. It's Phoenix. Yeah. Phoenix is the ultimate, especially if, especially if you're Justin and you're just going there to watch a championship happen. Phoenix is good.
You know what? We looked up tickets. We looked up flights right after Martinsville. We did.
Jerry was figuring on driving.
Yeah, he was looking at how much it'd be to drive.
He almost got in his car and took off. And I guess Homestead we haven't been to yet. That's actually one.
Yeah.
And next year it will be the championship race. So maybe that's the plan.
We could
road trip or fly down. I don't think flights are too bad from Pittsburgh to Miami.
Yeah.
Because the drive it's funny, you get to Daytona and then you just keep driving for another 6 hours or whatever it is, 4 or 5 hours. So it's, yeah. What else we got going on here?
Take over Homestead next year?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a pretty good idea.
I'm surprised what happened to the computer.
Homestead and New Hampshire, that would finish off the Eastern Seaboard for us. I don't think there's anybody in between that we haven't hit at least once.
I'm trying to think what. Yeah, because we got to Dover this year. We got to the not new Wilkesboro, but we haven't gotten to Rockingham now. They've opened it back up. But that wouldn't be a bad one either.
I've driven past it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that is true. Well, everything is this weekend is Saturday, more or less. What else we got going on there? Did you? Who's that? Tanner Hill? Yes. Mm-hmm. We get this question every week. Somebody new every week pops in. Yes, I made all those hoods.
On the Cricket.
On a Cricket.
And metal.
Yeah, it's
sheet metal.
It's aluminum,
I think aluminum.
Yeah, it's like a 25 gauge aluminum maybe, or 20. It's real thin, real lightweight. Shape it and make a couple cuts to make it look like a hood. Actually make it so it comes off the wall a little bit so that you can actually apply I'll put something sticky on here, or Velcro, and just Velcro to the wall so I can move them around. And
have you ever moved them around?
I have. Some of the things have come off the wall though too when I do it, so I have to re-glue them back up. But yeah, I try to keep. That's how all the body armors got put together there. So yeah, these I've done one or two for some special things. I think we talked about that with. I made one for Josh Williams because he's got like a logo you can put on. I put on one of his. And
well, there's two up there. You did the podcast and you did the foundation.
Foundation, Ryan Blaney Family Foundation. Yeah.
All the way up there. Yeah, those ones. Up there.
Get the camera angle there. There we go. So yeah, I'm not actually done with this one yet, and I got to finish it because there's some things I have to do with it here. But yeah, I just I got on a roll there for a while. I don't know. The first batch of them, I did a bunch of them in a quick succession, huh?
Yep, and you made Chelsea one.
That's right. I did make Chelsea, which
she will branch out into other drivers
every once in a while. You got to get to know me well.
Best Blaney scheme of all time. Now, you said Blaney. You didn't say Ryan. You said Blaney. So best Blaney scheme of all time?
I'll wait to see what you say, because I like the way you did that. Because it could be his dad or his uncle or his grandfather. Now you're looking at hoods.
One of my favorites for the longest time was the PPG paints.
Yeah.
Ryan one.
Yeah.
That was baller. I really like the body armor ones.
Yeah.
They make some really cool ones.
The body armor Kobe tribute, which right over our shoulder, I made the hood like that. That's really, that came out great.
Golden Corral. I liked that one. I'm gonna have nightmares of kids eating free.
Like if you go to back to his dad's days, the fan first nationwide car
Mm-hmm.
to me was huge, because I don't know if you guys remember fan first, but fan first was his this company, and I can't even think, it was like a firefighter out of Kansas City area, and a bunch of people got together and they developed this thing where you paid and your name got put on the car, and they took that money and used it as sponsorship. Now, it wasn't the primary sponsor, so the names would be on the car, but there might be a sponsor on the car too. And my name was on that car, so that was kind of one of the cool things. And it was like a black with a lime green coloring on it, which was sharp.
Well, that Zach said that about the body armor schemes. The green one. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That one is so cool.
So cool, the camouflage. I have a couple life-size hoods in my garage that I did, and one of the first ones I did was the regular body armor scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I made an Advanced Auto Parts one, and I worked on a body armor one that was the pink and green one there. That's actually right.
Mm-hmm.
I was pointing to it there, over there.
You got it.
Yeah, and that one, and I was thinking about doing the camel one. I still have another hood that I don't have anything on yet. I don't know how hard it would be to do that camo with. That would be like straight paint, though. I'd have to paint and then figure out a stencil maybe, and then paint the stencil a couple different ways. So that can be done. Do the Richmond car. Yeah, that actually the advanced one that I have out there, I think, is the newer design too. I have to look. I might have to. I got pictures on my phone, but we're using the phone for TikTok. So yeah, all the body armor schemes. Anytime they come up with one new, as a matter of fact, I think there's a scheme for next year that.
I got this chair.
Ooh.
Goodness, I feel like I'm like up in the rafters. That's much better.
Justin could probably tell us there's a body armor scheme that they've already taken a pre-sale on the car, and they haven't even showed it yet for next year. I think it said Flash IV, I believe. So that's something to look forward to.
I'm surprised they haven't done a Flash IV yet.
Yeah, that's coming. Well, they did the body armor edge stuff, and it was kind of funny as they don't make body armor edge anymore. I don't know. There was something happened, and they got sued, and they quit making it. So I liked it, but Justin, the all-knowing. See, it is. There it is. Zach's got it. Flash IV. It was white and black. Yeah. Right. It was.
I don't remember the Flash IV.
Yeah. I don't have it on there yet. It's one of the ones I probably haven't done, but yeah, at the Coke 600, that was the one this year. Like I said, I didn't do body armor chill was one of them. Now we're looking at paint schemes. Yeah, last year's Coke 600. So the 2024 Coke 600.
There's just pictures of bottles.
Yeah, you gotta put maybe NASCAR in there or something. Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Oh, with the pink.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember it.
It
was close to kind of close to the sport water.
Sport water. Yeah.
Yes, I remember it.
I need to make that one too. I'm gonna have nothing.
You got homework.
I got all kind of body armor ones I need to make. Well, I was working mainly on our cars for the playoff. Kate's playoff board will be making its comeback here this weekend. Take some pictures, do some videos, put a TikTok together. Maybe of you doing the board.
No.
No.
No. Nobody wants to watch me writing on the board. That's boring.
Oh, people like the board though. It's good to see. When do you see the prayer? Zach, what do you know that we don't know? Zach has seen it. I bet. Somebody knows somebody. These were last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Anything else tonight that we got going on? There was anything else you named earlier? No. Okay. This week is St. Louis, East St. Louis, or it's actually not even that. It's some other town.
What? Outside St.
Outside
Louis.
St. Louis. It's on the east side of the Mississippi. So, no trivia questions tonight. No, we really didn't work on anything this week.
You didn't even know that Lee Petty won at Sharon Speedway, man.
She got me. My birthday is the championship race. Well, then just head to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Go.
Book it now.
We need to get you to talk with Justin, Chelsea, and I think they were, Justin I know made it to Phoenix that one year. Thanks for saying that. We having a blast those last bunch of years just doing all this stuff, and
we would be doing this even if there was nothing. If we weren't filming it, we would. This is just what we'd be doing sitting on the couch. So
yeah we
just come in here and do it.
Yeah, let's do it for live instead of we talked about. Yeah, you text me stuff during the afternoon when news breaks. Will Power yesterday. You text me.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Will Power.
You didn't say anything, so I figured, well, maybe he's busy. He didn't see it, so
yeah, I saw it.
I text you.
I got it. San Francisco discussion. I don't know what that means. Is San Francisco meaning Sonoma?
Or San Diego?
Oh yes. Well,
we didn't really talk about Will Power leaving. We just kind of said that he did.
Yeah. There we go. So there's a reply about Talladega infield.
Oh, the road course on the Air Force Base? I would like to do that, but I just feel like that would be expensive.
Yeah, that's the only thing about it.
It sounds expensive.
Tickets, getting out there. I mean, we would have to really plan that out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually a naval base, I think. Where is it? Yeah, I think it's a naval base. Renee's here is about Talladega infield. That really is something we've never done. We've been to Talladega a couple times, but never like there camping. I guess if we camped, it would be super.
I feel like we've aged out.
That's true too.
Of the boulevard.
Of the boulevard. Yeah.
I feel like we like to watch YouTube videos at 9:00 and TikToks and go to sleep by 10.
Yeah.
So, we're not party animals.
Not anymore. So yeah, probably. I mean, you're right. We probably wouldn't even do well in that situation. So,
no, we'd probably be like, let's go to bed, and nothing's even started yet.
Yeah. I know Adam and Terry were down there, and Bob's down there.
That's kind of what I would be like, Chelsea. It'd be like 5:00. Nobody would be out. I'd be like, well, I walked it. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back in the day, in my 20s, I would have been like, yeah, let's go down there. That'd be great. Party all night.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Back to the hotel. Watch something. Get a good day, good start the next day. So,
Hi, Steve. Yeah. Yeah, we've turned into the get off my lawn people.
Oh, Adam's not here to defend himself, by the way. want to attack that for a second. So I put a poll in the Discord chat about the whole pit road situation. If you listen to the podcast or watch the podcast from Monday, we did kind of get a little back and forth about who was at fault, and I've since listened to all the podcasts too, Door Bumper Clear, Stacking Pennies, and they all agree with me. So Adam was wrong. It's the 77's fault, just so you guys know. So actually, the guys from Door Bumper Clear are the most interesting because they had TJ Majors, who's a spotter, on there. And, you had two spotters talking about it. And the 77 should have waited to pit because he was the last car in pit road. So when he got hit by the 20, it was because he shouldn't have been there. And it wasn't on the driver. It wasn't his fault. He just wasn't told what the situation was, or he wouldn't have been there. So kind of ruined a bunch of people's nights.
How long do the employees stay with their job?
At
the crew members and things like that.
Yeah. So she says spotter. So he was there 10 years, referring to Josh. So, and the spotter relationships are sometimes a little harder than anything else because, it's week after week after week. They're the ones that are there in the simulator with them all week long. And then, and then at the track. But like Penske itself, if you look at some of the people we've interviewed, like Raymond Fox has been there for a while,
But others come and go.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on opportunities sometimes, or movement, or even if you looked at Jonathan, if you go back to our initial interview with Jonathan 2 years ago, probably in January of 23, I think we did that interview. If you go back and listen, I mean, he'll tell you the different things he did at Penske to move up the ladder. And then finally become a crew chief. So, being an engineer, things like that. So, yeah, a lot of those guys just kind of depends on where the development is and where they're going and what they're doing. Guys that we talk to, they,
that's when I want to go to.
Chicagoland. Yeah, that probably will.
I am excited.
That probably will happen. I
hope so.
Easy trip for us to make, actually.
And then someone said, what's y'all's take on the 8-12-3 issue on Sunday? Jeff asked.
The 8-12-3 issue. I go back to what happened on pit road. Unfortunately, the thing that happened on pit road that took Ryan from 9th to 20th put him in that situation. What happened was an unfortunate positioning in that.
Yeah, I think he just came
wrong place,
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, because Kyle lost it, but then he got it back. Kyle did a great save on his own car. The 3 was coming off the turn and hitting the accelerator, and generally he should have been just fine doing that. Ryan had brake checked more or less to keep from hitting the 8,
and he did a fantastic save off the wall,
keeping it off the wall. So there was that was one of those racing things.
Yeah.
I go back to what happened before that, because what happened before that on pit road is what put him in that situation.
Yeah.
If Ryan comes off a pit road in the top 10.
That's one of those butterfly effect things.
Yes. There you go. Good term for it. If he comes off the pit road in the top 10 where he was when he went on pit road, he's not racing behind the 8 car, and that never happens. So, Yeah, but I think that's it. Like I said, that was a real just kind of racing deal, though. I think because they were tight coming off the turn, it was just after a restart.
Both things can be true.
Yeah.
Dylan isn't great with the brakes, and it was a racing deal.
Yeah, but it was just after a restart, too, so they were kind of all bunched together still, too. So they rebounded really good for everything that happened. They rebounded and got some points out of the day. They're not in danger or anything right now. Just need to have one really good race this weekend, and they'll be in good shape for Bristol. So pretty excited. I guess, I mean, Dylan, he'll be gone in 2 more weeks. Of the 4 guys at the bottom of the thing right now, what is it? Dylan, Shane is actually above the cut line right now, but I see this week probably Shane will go below the cut line unless they really luck into something strategy-wise late in the race. So the previous race, 13th.
Coming from 13th to winning.
Oh, in the last two
laps. And then Daniel went from 19th to second in 2 laps.
In 2 laps, yeah.
Yeah.
There's, I think we did a nice job. I don't know if we got in trouble. I don't even get in trouble with it, but we used the video on the podcast and actually like broke it down. It was like professional and everything. The different things that had to happen there that happened was just crazy. And he did was keep his foot in it for 2 laps, really, and just push. And then, like I said, when the 7 car tried to block the run that 41 had, and then went down low to do it, all of a sudden it just was like the parting of the Red Sea. It was like, oh, there's nobody in front of him now. And from our in-car that we're watching, it's like, okay. And then we just hears Tim kind of got a little more excited as he was calling it because it was just like, do it. And
well, it was his first super speedway win.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
So, he's got a couple with that he was really close with Kevin, and Ryan's the guy that beat them both times. So
meanwhile, we've got the 2 TVs. We've got the race coverage up top, and then we've got the in-car. I wish there was a camera on us. The way we were sitting on the couch, we both have like ottomans, so we've got our feet out. We're kind of kicked back a little bit. We're listening to everything, and then all this, like at the same time, we both like jumped to the front of the ottomans, and then we jumped up at the same time, and it was pretty comical.
Yeah, I see this for a second. I'll show you. This is the notebook I use, and it's so funny because, like, pages of just notes, right? Okay, notes, and then the last 2 laps. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that there or not. That's all I could write. I couldn't.
W.
Just 13th to W in 2 laps. I couldn't come up with anything else. It was just too exciting, too much going on. Couldn't we had to go back and watch it a couple times just to figure out what the heck happened, So
Caleb, we're okay that you're a Denny fan.
Yeah, we joke with people more than anything else.
Yeah,
like we pick on Tyler Reddick, because there's Tyler Reddick fans on here right now probably, but we're just kidding around with people. We don't hate is a strong word. We just like some moves sometimes that guys make. Denny is kind of funny because once he got the podcast, he got a bunch of people that started to not like him, and it's really weird because all he does on the podcast is he's actually honest.
Yep.
He gives you like his honest either opinion or thought on something that happened, and that's all he's really doing. So
Justin, I'm going to have you look around the room, do like a 360 turn, and try to find the Tyler Reddick fan for us. If you see her, let us know.
So what do we got there?
Xfinity
races.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Yes. So
and Matt DiBenedetto got his shoestrings caught.
The thing was on fire. His brakes. It was either his brakes or something underneath there got caught on fire at Portland last weekend.
Oh.
And his shoestrings got caught.
That's scary.
Yeah, and he was trying to get out of the car and trying to get his foot. And they showed they did the interview at the care center afterward. And he had the boots that they wear, and they were burnt. I mean, he got out of there and got lucky to not get even worse, So, what's that one? Okay, that's going to put YouTube inspections. I don't know quite what that is.
You want to see the inspections on YouTube? Is that what you mean?
Don't they do the pre-race inspection on YouTube still? Where they I'll have to look on Friday or Saturday. I thought they did that where they showed you the inside the tent of the scanner.
Like the lasers and everything. I've seen like clips and stuff, but I've never like sat and like watched.
Yeah. I'm trying to read on TikTok there.
I know they used to, but not as much anymore.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of fun to if you got time to just sit there and watch them roll one in and do them, but you don't really can tell what's going on because I don't think they have the audio on when they do that. Justin made the list. What do you do now? Did he make a comment about Tyler? Yeah, so I put the schedule thing up there if you want to read through this week's schedule.
All right. On Saturday, we've got 3 p.m. Xfinity qualifying over at Worldwide Technology Raceway on the CW app. 4:30, we've got Cup practice on True TV, and then qualifying right after at 5:40. That's also on True. Then at 7:30 is the New Way 200 sauced by Blues Hog Xfinity Series race on the CW. And then this is very hard to see because the camera is like in my way, so I can't. Okay, and then 3 p.m. on Sunday is the Enjoy Illinois 300, the NASCAR Cup Series race, and it's on USA, HBO Max, and on the NBC Sports app streaming on there. And apparently you're going to be having 10 runner.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. I think the ritual now would be to have a glass before we race the rest of the season.
Okay, then we'll look at the last page of your notes, and if they start going like downhill. Too much 10 runner.
Too much 10 runner. I did a live tasting on the podcast on Monday night. And we actually made a clip out of it. So if you go to, it's on my Instagram actually, on the Reels thing on my Instagram. And 10 Runner actually commented because I kind of tagged them in it in case they wanted to use the video. I don't know how many things, and I'm not really even sure who runs 10 Runner, but they've got a nice little website set up already. And it only takes a couple days to get a bottle.
Yeah.
Right? We ordered it Wednesday night and got it Saturday. So pretty cool to have a beverage before the race. I asked Adam on Monday, do you remember the Jack Daniel days?
Kinda.
I mean, it was only like a year or two, but I definitely had supported the sponsor back then. Definitely did. Mm-hmm. It gave me a reason, I guess. And that Matt Jack, is not quite the refined thing that this bourbon is. This bourbon is really, really good. So if you're someone who just, a nice sipping bourbon, nothing that you're going to have shots with or anything like that. It's really, really nice little, I got to make one of them big ice cube things, like the ball.
Okay.
Find them. We don't have nothing to make one of them, do we? Okay. No. Figure out how to do that. Or buy one of the things that can do it. So.
All right, I'm going to go on Amazon and see what I can find.
We'll find it after this. Practice qualifying this weekend, and yes, and it was funny is I did start trying to do like a pre-race thing on Sundays before at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something happened. It just didn't. I don't know. Just was just me looking at the camera. I think after a while. So, but if you guys aren't watching and you don't know anything about Discord, if you check Discord out, we have a nice little chat group in there. During races, during practice, during qualifying, there are people in those Discord chats who are listening to the scanner, which is really cool, and kind of giving you a little bit of the inside, because if you pay a little extra, you can get the scanner during practice and listen to kind of find out sometimes if something went wrong or something wasn't speed-wise wasn't there, so. All right. I want everybody have a good week. Getting into Sunday, and we'll catch everybody next week here for our After Dark. And if you guys come up with any ideas or any things you want to hear us talk about, just drop us a line, any of the social medias. Team Blaney is on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on X. So, drop us a line, any of those. And, if we come with some ideas or something, we'll talk about them next week. I love the questions. Thanks, everybody, for doing that.
If any Marines happen to be, love you and miss you, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday to a certain Marine.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you guys next week.
Bye.